Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking boys. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How are we all doing today? This was beautiful of I do believe it's Tuesday today, is that true? Or have I been misinformed? Very much so, Tuesday morning. What ladies? What do you mean what ladies? Type hey guys if you're a girl in chat. Good, we're chilling as far as we're Gucci. How are you? I'm just fabulous, man. I'm just fabulous. Another day in the arena. Got some matcha tea today, actually. Matcha tea. Not much for a tea drinker, but I say matcha is pretty healthy for you. Palestine Twitter accounts were located in Poland. Alright, I mean, that tells me nothing. I got promoted to senior engineer, but I only got a 1% pay raise. Absolutely horrible. Well, now you have more responsibilities, right? That's always something. But yeah, we're back in black for another episode here of the God Gamer Show. What the hell? I think that Streamlabs is fucked right now. Someone quickly sub. Because if so, I wouldn't recommend donating links. Yeah, it's bugged. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if it's Streamlabs or if it's my thingy or not. Maybe it solves if I restart this. Yeah. Sorry, give me a second. I'm going to restart it. Restart it. Stream labels. Yeah, don't sub or resub. Or I mean, don't sub, but I mean, I'm just letting you know that resubs are not being shown anyway, or normal subs. Those 5 gifted were shown. At least. Thank you very much. Sir El Giaba. Congratulations to the winners. Just letting you know. Is it? Yeah, I think it's all fucked. It's all fucked. Alright, well, it is what it is. How do I send link? Don't send links. Don't send links. It's fucked, alright? It's fucked. I only have one link. That's someone donated. And it got through, but everything else there's no other stuff. The first linker managed to. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one. Either way, anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today, Chad? No. UK Prime Minister I apologize for 6-7 dance during visit to primary school. XQC said the no word. What word is that? Don't say it. Double suicide bombing in Pakistan killed 3 and wounded 12. How are they so bad? I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like, if you are 2 people suicide bombing and you kill 3, injure 12, that's 1.5 kill and 6 injuries per suicide. I am like, what like, if they want to kill as many people as possible, you're probably more likely to do that with a knife, like, and then you don't kill yourself also, right? Like, what are these fucking suicide bombings? That's fucking they're actually fucking retarded. Like, unironically retarded after the fact that they believe in, you know, bearded man in the sky, but like on top of that shit, retarded. Actually fucking blows my mind that people blow themselves up to kill 1.5 person and injure 6. Like, you must be really fucking bad at your job, right? Oh my god. Because they think they go to heaven. Yeah. But isn't there the point to kill as many as possible of whatever infidels or whatever they seem? I don't know. I feel like if I were God and they were like, oh, you just suicide bombed yourself to kill infidels? How many did you kill? Only 1.5. The fuck? We have to go back. You can say the same every time you use Briar ult. Bro, I kill at least 2 people every time I use a Briar ult. Alright. An eruption of volcanic mountain is happening in Ethiopia after 12,000 years dormant. Help us, Mr. Force. Zulul. 12,000 years dormant volcano. That's scary, maybe. I don't know. More than 300 students are kidnapped in Papiri, Nigeria. I read that yesterday. The Ukraine war will probably end soon. Clueless. Clueless! A Gura leaked to be dating a Swedish guy. Okay. Thanks for sharing. A VTuber gossip. It's my favorite. I wasn't supposed to start the stream next hour. No, that was just a one time. I forgot the time. Alright. It was a once off. Either way, let's have some of this delicious mix that I eat every single day, of every single week, of every single month, of every single year. And let's hope that this link is insanely fucking pog, because we only have one. Don't donate any links, it's broken.
Give us vaccines. Help all the people who have been quarantined. We'll wear our masks and we'll have to stay distant. We'll wash our hands and we'll be more resistant. Fauci, yes? Promise us, please. We'll have a cure that can fight off this disease. Restrictions will lift with some ease. Dr. Fauci, don't forget me. Thank you very much.
What a senseless waste of human life.
Wow. Fett. Okay.
Fat is your most dangerous organ. Yes, organ. While it's often falsely described as a mere expression of laziness or gluttony, fat is essential for health, controlling and guiding crucial processes in your body. But if you have too much fat, it starts to disrupt your metabolism, becoming one of the most deadly things that can happen to your body. Today, more people are obese than starving, which is a huge victory. There are all sorts of ideas about the cause of the obesity epidemic, but it really comes down to one thing. For millions of years, humans had to expend a lot of effort to get
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say?
Things that can happen to your body. Today, more people are obese than starving, which is a huge victory. There are all sorts of ideas about the cause of the obesity epidemic, but it really comes down to one thing. For millions of years, humans had to expend a lot of effort to get food and often faced hunger. Our bodies evolved to hold on to every bit of energy. And then suddenly, we had an overabundance of food we didn't need to move much for. We made food hyper-palatable and ultra-processed, with loads of unhealthy fats, salt and sugar. Our brains love this, so our food is extremely hard to resist, to the point of being addictive. It's also extremely convenient, cheap, and you get a lot of energy per volume, so it's not very satiating. This leads to most of us regularly overeating without realizing it. And food is aggressively marketed, especially to children. Fat comes with a lot of shame and blame, which is pretty unfair in a world full of things that make you feel nice and are available within minutes. Body fat is also often unfairly villainized, but it's crucially important for your health, and if you don't have enough, you can suffer problems from infertility to a weak immune system, fatigue, mental health issues, and osteoporosis. Still, none of this changes how bad excess fat is for us. So, how does our fat organ become so destructive, and can we help ourselves? What is fat? If you consume more energy than you burn, you store it as triglycerides, an organic battery bustling with energy, collected in a large drop of fat inside a white fat cell. Gain weight and white fat cells expand with fat, lose weight, and they shrink. Only in the last few decades have we learned fat's most important job. Fat is an endocrine organ, part of the system that makes and regulates your hormones, chemical signals for your brain, liver, muscles, digestive tract, and immune system, making them work correctly together. Unfortunately, if you become overweight and obese, your fat organ and the many hormones it releases turn insane. In adults, fat comes in two types of white fat depots. Most of it is subcutaneous fat, the gooey soft stuff under your skin that insulates against the cold and serves as energy storage. The other one is visceral fat nestled between your organs, providing a soft cushion for your sensitive insides.
20% body fat.
But it also happens to be more dangerous. These fat cells are super sensitive to stress hormones like cortisol or adrenaline. When they pick up a surge of stress, they release fatty acids directly into your blood and are picked up by your liver as a rapid source of energy. On top of that, your visceral fat is very metabolically active, in a constant hormonal dialogue with the rest of your body. This is also why the health of two people with the same weight and amount of fat can be totally different. If you're pear-shaped and your fat is mostly in your hips or limbs, you're much less at risk than someone apple-shaped with a lot of fat in their torso. Bite by bite. As you gain unhealthy weight, excess visceral fat triggers a cascade of negative changes all at once. Fat cells bloat up to their limit until they outgrow their blood supply and get starved of oxygen. They become critically stressed or even die. This is bad. If you're overweight or obese, your fat is basically a wounded organ leaking stress and poison into your system. Especially your visceral fat, even more triggered by the extra stress hormones, makes your blood more fatty. This overfeeds your organs like your liver or your muscles, who can't keep up anymore and begin to take damage. The cellular stress and dead fat cells are emergency signals that call your immune system to a fight. Armies of macrophages invade your fat tissue, creating clusters trying to eliminate the cause of the stress, but can't. So they stay and call for more help. In a lean person's fat, immune cells make up about 5% of cells. In an obese person's fat, up to 40%. Active immune cells cause inflammation, bloating up your tissue and releasing even more alarm signals, which is good for a short amount of time when you're sick, but if it becomes chronic, it's like your entire body is under friendly fire. The inflammation molecules and fatty acids rip countless tiny wounds into the insides of your blood vessels, which leads to plaques that desperately try to close them. This narrows your blood vessels and reduces the flow of oxygen-rich blood. Inflammation also causes your blood pressure to rise, so your heart has to work harder and your risk of heart attacks or strokes increases massively. To make things worse, your fat organs' hormone production...
Wait a second. Are you working out your heart if you have high cholesterol? Like, is it not good to have like semi-high cholesterol so the heart has to work really hard to pump blood? And then you get rid of the cholesterol later on and you have a strong heart. Are we smart? Are we fucking genius? Is this the new fucking meta? Unironically. Like you just let your heart work while you are doing nothing, right? That's crazy, no?
Gets out of whack. Like leptin, the satiety hormone. With a healthy amount of fat, leptin tells your brain when you have enough energy storage, can eat less and spend more energy. But if you have too much fat, instead of becoming less hungry, your brain becomes resistant against the constant flood of leptin. This breaks your internal food thermostat, which is one of the reasons why many people...
This is something I've learned to do recently. Because I always used to like eat until you got that really like overfull sensation. But now, you don't need that. You only need to eat until you're 80% full. Or 75% full, you know what I mean? Like whatever kind of metric you have. But I always used to eat until I was completely full. Every single meal, like, it wasn't a meal unless I had done that.
People who are overweight feel intense hunger.
75%
Their fat is screaming at their
the
brain
key.
that they have
The
enough,
key.
but the brain is not hearing the message anymore. Your sex hormones also get out of whack, testosterone is lowered while estrogen is overproduced. In women, this increases the risk of breast cancer significantly. Most people are not aware how much the risk of cancer rises with excess fat. In the US, almost 10% of all cancers are directly related to being overweight or obese. And to top this off, obese cancer patients have much worse outcomes, succumbing to the disease more often. And
How do you track your stomach content percentage? It's not that hard, really. Let's say that you used to eat 2 bowls of pasta bolognese, and that made you really full. That is your go-to every time you eat. Now you eat 1.5 bowl, right? And that's 75% mathematically. It's really that simple.
and sooner. None of this is great, but even worse is what happens to one of your most important hormones, insulin. When the hormone world explodes. Insulin is a hormone produced by your pancreas that tells your cells to open their tiny mouths and eat up glucose from your blood. It's your body's way of screaming, dinner time. Disastrously bombarded by the stress from your excess fat, cells all over your body become insulin resistant, worse at eating glucose and taking up energy. Your body tries to compensate by pumping out more insulin, screaming louder. This can go on silently for many years and progress to prediabetes with no or only subtle symptoms like fatigue or hunger. But as the damage accumulates, eventually your body just can't keep up anymore. Something breaks and you get type 2 diabetes. The cells responsible for insulin production are so overworked that they stop functioning properly and eventually give in. Your insulin crashes drastically and your body can't compensate. while the blood is now saturated with glucose, yet you're starving and feel exhausted and unwell. Imagine this as trillions of tiny sharp shards floating through you, damaging your blood vessels, nerves and organs, causing slow but constant damage everywhere. At this point, your body is so chronically inflamed that almost all organ systems are affected. The kidneys are overwhelmed, making you pee way more. Your vision gets blurry, your immune system is severely weakened, wounds heal slower, dying nerves lead to numbness and pain. You may experience shortness of breath, chest discomfort, erectile dysfunction and high blood pressure, problems with your memory, focus, mood, and even depression. Your risk of developing just about every possible deadly disease goes through the roof. On average, type 2 diabetes shaves 10 years off your life and reduces your health span massively, arguably as much as smoking.
True. I'm encountering my high cholesterol, so no more steak for a while, just to see scientifically if I have a good startup countering. I made tofu for the first time in my entire life today. Not ate, but made it myself. I also ate it, of course, and it was pretty good. Pretty goddamn good. I managed to do them pretty well. I'm surprised. Not soggy or anything, just like pretty good stuff. I can definitely see myself eating that every week. I do eat a lot of eggs. I do eat 2 eggs a day, without fail. If that's a lot, I don't think so. Remember, I'm a 193 motherfucking Viking.
In this video, you're gonna learn how to slow dance with the girl. First, we're gonna learn how to hold her. So the first thing I'm gonna do is my left hand, I'm gonna take
This is my link. This is someone who
I'm gonna
managed
place
to
my
get
fingers
through.
and her fingers together.
No
so
links
I'm not
though,
gonna interlock
please. It's kind of
like this, right? So I just take the hand just like that. My right hand now is gonna go in her back. It could go in her upper back for a little more control. It could even go in her lower back. That's totally fine too, right? We're trying to make this as casual and comfortable as possible. So I'm on the lower back. It'd be best if she put her hand on the front of your shoulder.
If she puts it here, totally fine.
Totally fine, but we're controlling you right now, right?
She's already gonna be impressed, trust me.
The fact that you take her like this instead of going for maybe just a hug, because not that this isn't nice.
This is fine.
I like being this close, but there's nothing we can do with this, right? We can't go anywhere. I can't lead her for a turn or do something, or so we're trying to give you options here.
Make you look like you're a dancer.
Yeah.
You can get close to her. You can still have that intimacy.
I can even place her hand on my chest if you're really going for it. And we're here in this much more intimate, casual dance position instead of feeling like all you can do is you're just hugging on the dance floor. All right, so a bonus tip on how to hold your partner, right? We walk out to the floor and we kind of get here and we face each other. So I'm gonna take my left hand and her right hand. I'm gonna go and pick this hand up first. And this kind of already initiates what I'm doing here. I've already established I'm holding hands instead of going around the waist.
Hello,
Most
Mr.
likely gonna
Forsen.
start going up anyways.
Exactly.
Please
as soon as she goes over
accept
with this
my
hand,
link.
now your right hand's free. Go ahead and place it on her back.
If you
Okay, all
already
set, you
said
can get into your first swing.
no more
If
links,
she goes right ahead,
I'm lucky I
she's
guessed.
confident. She puts both hands over the top already. What you can do is you can grab this hand with here, and you can just drag it down towards your chest. And she's not going to think anything weird of it. And you can be totally right here.
We all want a guy who can dance. It's sexy, right? So the guy who can take the lead and he knows what he's doing, that's amazing. So she's gonna be already impressed just from you doing that one simple thing.
Step number 2 is we have to have confidence. And in order to have confidence in something, you need to be prepared and have a plan ahead of time. So I'm going to give you a very simple dance basic you could use that you could lead anybody through who has never danced before. And don't worry, you don't have to be a dancer in order to do this. We're going to show you what it looks like together. So I'm going to go forward as she goes backwards, and then we have a little casual sway sway. And then I go back as she comes forward, and we have another little casual sway sway, right? So this is called the cradle in a dance called Foxy, but we're taking it as I could totally lead somebody through this who has never danced before in their life. There's nothing crazy to do. Okay, so specifically the steps that I'm taking as a leader, right? My left foot starts first, and I move towards her with my left foot. It's a small, casual walking step forward to my left foot. I sway to the right, I sway to the left, and now my right foot's free to go backwards, and I sway left and sway right, and now I'm free to go back to the beginning. So the number of steps.
Now you know, Chad. for when you the next time you attend a wedding or whatever the fuck you dance this shit at. Alright. We're good then, since my Streamlabs is broken. Might as well beat this game today, chat. We are beating this game today, definitely, right? Today was a living hell. Holy shit. I thought I was perma soft locked, man. That was the most disastrous fucking day, I think. Or one of the top two, at least. Fucking chat. But with the help of some helpers and clever game mechanics, I managed to, in the end, come out on top, tippity top of the mountain, and succeed. Alright, here we go. Where is the fucking thing? Here. Oof. Alright, Senorita's game capture is on. Why is the game capture not showing though, is another question to be asked. No. You gotta love the next mission from Sweet. That sounds ironic. Sarcastic. Alright. Let us go, let us go.